Maradona or Messi? Messi or Maradona? Who is the best in history? Most of the players of this generation think that Messi is the best player in history.
Messi, sempre Messi.
Lionel Messi is the best, not just of this era, but of every era, the best player.
Messi is the best player in the world.
Messi.
Messi.
Lionel Messi.
Leo.
Leo Messi.
Lionel Messi.
Messi.
Lionel Messi.
The best is Messi.
Messi.
Because of his numbers, his records, his titles, his achievements.
He is now the only man in history with 6 Ballon d'Ors to his name.
Although he has not won the World Cup. Does he have enough to be the best player of all time? Or is it Messi's destiny to finish his career in the shadow of Maradona? It depends on who you ask. You will find different answers.
That Messi has surpassed him. He can do anything that Maradona did and does it more frequently.
I think when you look at the, if you like, kind of the significance of Maradona, it's so hard to ever say anyone is bigger than Maradona, particularly when you think back to 1986. Now look,
I don't think there is someone who has played at this level consistently as well as he has, and I don't see how it can be an argument at all.
The one thing that Messi has come up short on is delivering a World Cup. Now, it may be that Higuain didn't put away the chance, and that could make the story different. However, Maradona, in the moment, when it counted, he put that team on his shoulders and carried that group to a World Cup.
Y Messi les ha pasado el trapo a todos. Para mí, estamos hablando, primero y principal, del mejor jugador del fútbol que ha dado la historia de la humanidad. ¿Sí?
¿Más que Maradona?
Sí, más que Maradona.
Dale, Javier.
No, más
Javier.
que Maradona.
Y mira,
Todo lo que me digas. Maradona. Lo amo, a ver si entendés. Te amo, Diego.
But it's not that simple. There are a lot of factors that are relevant to determine the best player of all times. In fact, I think there are 4 factors that determine who is the greatest of all time. These criteria are in no particular order. Longevity, titles, achievement and stat are one category, and what we call the Spectator Eye. We'll start with longevity. Maradona has played at the highest level from 1978 to 1993, that is 14 seasons. It should be noted that until 1981 he played in Argentina, and that time the league was more competitive than it's now. The majority of all the World Cup champions played in Argentina, and Maradona was a machine, being the top scorer in the league tournament after tournament, but if we only count the seasons in Europe, 8 seasons. Messi has played since 2005, but playing as a starter and most of the games. Worth much more because you won it with a small team? Well, that's what Maradona did. He went to the best league at the time, the Serie A. He went to the poorest city in Italy. He grabbed a mid-table team and he won the Calcio 2 times and a UEFA Cup in between. And what is the most important title in football?
Per il calciatore la cosa più bella al mondo.
The World Cup. He won it, Messi didn't. Ronaldo is considered the best 9 of all time, but he has never won a Champions League. So, why? Because he was a beast in the most important tournament that football has. It's the title that puts you in the great legends of the sport. If we take the comparison to the relative value of titles, we have to give it to Maradona, even though clearly Messi has more titles. The next criteria is achievements and stats. So we'll start with achievements. I want to clarify that the Ballon d'Or is not there because Maradona could never won it, since at that time it was only given to European players. That said, this criteria goes to Messi. Now we'll see the stats. This is perhaps the most difficult category to analyze. I mean, how do we analyze two players who play in different positions in two different eras of football? One way is to see the raw numbers, games played, goals and assists. But more importantly is to see the average goal and assist they have per game, because Messi is clearly going to have more goals and assists since he has played more games. The important thing here is the average per game. If we look at the stats, Messi has a much better goal average than Maradona, and Maradona has a very small better assist average than Messi. None of this is surprising, since Messi plays as a forward and Maradona was a playmaker. We have to analyze more in depth these numbers. First of all, we have to divide the stats into clubs and the national team. We'll see clubs. We see that the stats are practically the same. Messi has a better goal average. Now we'll take these numbers and compare them with the most important competitions, which are domestic leagues and international cups. I clarify that short competitions such as Super Cups or Club World Cup don't enter these stats since they are not so important. So now, we see something impressive in Messi. His goal average increases even more, and his assist average stays the same. While Maradona lowered his goal average slightly. But what if we see the numbers of the most difficult matches at club level, the International Cups playoffs? Messi lowered his average of goal and assist. Maradona also lowered his goal average, but his average assist increases. And if we compare their performance when they face big clubs, in the case of Maradona it will be Milan, Juventus, Roma, Inter, Real Madrid, Manchester United, Bayern Munich and Atletico Madrid. And in the case of Messi it would be Real Madrid, Atletico Madrid, PSG, Chelsea, Milan, Inter, Juventus, Manchester City, Bayern Munich, Manchester United and Liverpool. The two lower the average both in goal and assist, and Messi continues to have a better average in both. With the national team, Messi has a better goal average, but Maradona has a better assist average. But if we only compare official matches, the goal average gap narrows, and Maradona continues to dominate in assist average. And if we compare playoff games, Maradona has a better goal average, and Messi has a better assist average. And the interesting part comes here. If we take these numbers to the World Cup playoff, while Maradona's goal average only goes up, Messi has never scored a goal in a World Cup playoff. This is without question the great debt. To be fair, Cristiano Ronaldo also never scored a goal in a playoff World Cup. But still, how can it be that the potentially greatest player of all time has never scored a goal in a World Cup playoff? As I said, Messi plays in a different position than Maradona, so it's logical that he scored more goals since he plays closer to the rival's goalkeeper. But what if we compare them with players of their era in the same position? In the case of Messi, we're gonna compare him with his arch-nemesis Cristiano Ronaldo, and with another great forward of this era, Lewandowski. We see that Messi has a better both goal and assist average. And now we are gonna compare Maradona with Platini and Baggio. Unfortunately, we don't have the average number of assists from Platini, but we have his scoring record. We see that all three have almost the same goal average, but Platini leads slightly. And Maradona surpasses Baggio in assist average. So we see that between the two, Messi has a better average than Maradona. Messi has a better club average than Maradona, but with the national team, Maradona leads widely. And if we compare them with other players of their own era, Messi has better stats. So the stats goes to Messi. So the checkmark in this criteria goes to him. Let's see the last criteria, the Spectator Eye. What do I mean by this? It's about what we, the spectators, see when we watch a Messi or Maradona match. And we can see what these players are good at and not at. What we see inside a football pitch, not the stats, but the visual. This is why we're going to divide this category into the aspects of the game that are really important for this player, such as personality, dribbling, speed, control, assist, goal, creativity, free kick, penalty kick, and the last one is the emotion factor. But this last one doesn't enter the analysis. A little bit I'll explain why. So let's start with personality. When I talk about personality, I'm not talking about their private life. We all know about Maradona's life. What I mean is their personality when it comes to lead the team, be the captain, playing and stepping on the football pitch. Clearly, the personality that stands out is Maradona's. He was a born leader, the captain of his teams, the man who never hid. On the other hand, Messi has been criticized for that, being shy or rather letting others be the leaders. But to understand and be able to judge why they are like this, we have to understand their past. Maradona was born in the Villa, that's how a poor neighborhood is called in Argentina.
Éramos 7, 5 nosotros y mamá y papá. En la misma habitación.
Where the houses are made of sheet metal, he grew up to be the protector of his family.
Argentino Junior me alquiló un departamento a 10 minutos de la cancha. Ese fue el cambio grande para la familia. En realidad yo jugué al fútbol pensando siempre en comprarle la casa a mis viejos.
A vivir todos ahí, éramos 8. Mis padres eran personas humildes. Fue emocionante y muy lindo. Desde los 15, Diego apoyó a toda la familia.
He had to overcome adversity. From day one, he was the superhero of a whole generation. On the other hand, Messi, at the age of 13, was already in Europe at the probably best club in the world.
Contame esto del Barcelona. Primero cuando te enteraste de que se puede dar esta chance, esta posibilidad, y después lo que fue estar allá entrenando justamente en el club.
Fue lindo, estar allá jugando en Barcelona, pensar club más grande del mundo, el Messi.
Sí, la verdad que muy contento porque nada que ver como vivíamos allá, aunque tu país, todo, tu amigo, tu familia, todo lo que quiera, pero acá viví una vida distinta y mucho mejor.
He was always accompanied and surrounded by exceptional people who guided him to become the best in the world. He had tools that Maradona could not even dream of. He did have a personal adversity with his illness, but he was always accompanied and was fortunate that a team like Barcelona took over the treatment. And this is not a bad thing, it's just different. Messi never had the need to be the person who had to be Maradona. He never lacked anything for him or his relatives. He never even had a football need, because he was supported by a team of stars like Ronaldinho, Deco, Puyol, Xavi, that took the pressure off him to be the leader. This is why when the Argentine national team stopped having leaders like Riquelme, Crespo, or Ayala, and he was demanded to be the leader, he didn't know how to face that responsibility, and it took him several years to become the leader that he is today. That's the difference. Messi became a leader. Maradona was born that way. So the personality checkmark goes to Maradona. Why? I make it simple. If you were the coach of a team and you had to choose one of them as a captain, who would you choose? Clearly Maradona. He has been doing it since he's 19 years old. Next we have dribbling. Let's compare them. With Messi, we have the feeling that he's about to lose the ball, but he never loses it. He's amazing. And Maradona always has one more second, and he gives you the feeling that he'll never gonna lose the ball. So this one also goes to Maradona, because he made the best goal of all World Cups, literally dribbling 5 rivals.
Con pelota en los pies.
¿Piensas que es más rápido que tú?
Sí, con la pelota en los pies sí.
The next is control. Let's see Messi first. as Messi is, Maradona has a better control, and if you have any doubts, watch the following video. And now, assist. I clarify, this is not about who made more assists, it's about who is a better assist man. This is a pretty close one if you ask me. They both are amazing assisting teammates. But it's for Maradona in my opinion. I mean, this assist was literally a World Cup. We have the next goal. Well, this is pretty obvious too. Maradona was an amazing goal scorer, but I mean, when we talk about Messi and goal, we are talking about the speciality of the house. Next, it's free kick. Messi has improved a lot from this to this. But Maradona made impossible goals. So it's for Maradona. Now, penalty kick. Well, this is maybe Messi's only weakness. It isn't normal for a player of his level to miss so many. Maradona also missed some important ones, but he was the best penalty kicker of his era. So this one goes to Maradona. Before I start, I want to say this category doesn't enter as a qualification in this comparison. Why? Because if we go to the emotion thing, this is highly subjective. Clearly Maradona is going to win if you ask a 50-year-old Argentine. And if you ask a 25-year-old Barcelona fan, he will tell you that Maradona did nothing in Barcelona and Messi is God. Although the aspects that I'm going to mention now make them icons of the sports, it doesn't make them better players inside the football pitch. But I didn't want to stop mentioning the emotion factor. So let's start. Messi is God in Barcelona, but Maradona is a real God. He has his own church and his fans pray to him. He doesn't have one but two stadiums named after him. In 1979, there was a peak in Argentina calling their children as Maradona. And since 2006, there is a peak in the number of people who name their children as Messi. Happy for him when he won everything with Barcelona. He's my hero, since ever and surely forever. He shortened the gap in leagues won between Madrid and Barcelona. Won the Copa del Rey after 6 years without winning it. The club's Champions League titles increased by 500%. That is the Messi factor. But he didn't achieve the only titles that Argentinians care about, the World Cup. This is fair and unfair at the same time. Many people say a single title cannot make the difference between being the best in history or not. But the thing is this, it's not a title, it's the title by which we all dream, not we Argentinians, but we, the world. Now what Maradona did is unrepeatable from the threat of it. Context. During his first year as a footballer, Argentina suffered one of the saddest moments in its history, if not the saddest, a national dictatorship, where 30,000 people lost their life, lasted 7 years and ended up in a war with England. 4 years after, Argentina had to face England in the 1986 World Cup, and the nation only wanted one thing.
There'll be tension from their side because they lost the war. We won it, so there won't be no tension on us. We're the kings. We're the champions of the world.
Revenge. Of course, not real revenge, but a sports revenge, platonic revenge, symbolic revenge. And there was Maradona, the captain of that team, to give an entire nation the most beautiful moment that Argentinian national team has ever had. The best goal of all the World Cups.
Ahí la tiene Maradona, lo marcan dos, pisa la pelota Maradona, arranca por la derecha el genio del fútbol mundial, y es el tercero a tocar para Borruchaga siempre Maradona, genio, 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 ta, 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 ta. Para que el país se opulle apretado, gritando por Argentina. Gracias Dios por el fútbol, por Maradona, por esas lágrimas.
And later, winning the World Cup and giving joy to a nation that had been hit by its saddest years. There were many more moments that marked his era, like playing for the second round in the 1990 World Cup with a sprained ankle, swollen like an orange, and assisting Canisia to eliminate Argentina's greatest rival, Brazil.
Ahí va Maradona para Canilla, ta 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 ta. Gol, 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 gol.
That was Maradona, the poor boy who overcame all adversities.
Son dos. Mi primer sueño es jugar en el Mundial y el segundo es salir campeón.
To become a superhero. The man who went to a mediocre team like Napoli and was champion of the Calcio 2 times. The man who made an entire nation cry from joy. The captain and leader of all his teams. The best player on each field he walked on. A god. That's the Maradona factor. So, as I said, in emotion factor, we cannot give it to either one of them. So, the Spectator Eye is for Maradona. Let's see the final result. So there you have it, a tie, 2 versus 2. I want to say sorry, I really thought we'd have a definition, but I couldn't come to a conclusion. The reality is that Maradona was a player who had an aesthetic and resources that we would probably not see in another player. But Messi is a beast. He's much more decisive when it comes to scoring goals and winning titles. So the analysis ends here. This is one of my first videos. It took me 2 months, so I hope you enjoyed it. And if you like it, please share it and hit the like button. And subscribe. And share in the comments who is the GOAT in your opinion.